following is a live copyrighted presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for RadioLawTalk.com with your host, Frederick Penny, attorney at law. And now, RadioLawTalk.com.
Welcome back to Hour 2 of Radio Law Talk. I'm your host, Frederick Penny. We are here on this beautiful California sunny day. I'm here with Denise Dirks and Todd Cuden, and behind the glass is our illustrious producer, Cal Hunter, and Seth Madden is our lawyer, call screener, and on a run for us for snacks because we're just hungry, and we've got to have something to keep us awake because there's a lot going on last night. We won't get into it, but Todd rolled in here half asleep, but. This is the exciting thing, and I want to talk about this.
Why is it that I'm the one that gets thrown under the bus?
I don't. Because you're talking about Jedi religion.
We're not talking about anything. We're not doing anything except Todd rolled in last night, and he looked like he's been.
You did. I looked at you and you said, "What'd you say?"
I was just tired.
Yeah, I was tired. Hammer tired.
Little hammered.
Let's talk about, and we're going to get right into this. But if you want to call 855 Law Radio, and by the way, Cal, that is not me moving. By the way, we are always. Adjusting our mics, and everyone's like, hear this tick, 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 and we're like, nobody's moving. It's not us. It's not us. So anyway, to make a long story short, what we're going to talk about today in the second hour is the Johnny Depp case. And I want to get right into it, but if you want to call us at 855-LAW-RADIO, tweet us at Radio Law Talk, and or hashtag Radio Law Talk if you want to send a picture. It's got to be appropriate, by the way. And if you are wearing your Jedi mask, that's okay. We'll let you wear a mask and send it to us. We talked about the Jedi religion last hour. I want to do a shout-out for the TBT tournament is today, and the TBT tournament is a big tournament of former professional players that play in Europe, or some of them do play in the G League, et cetera, et cetera.
It's basketball.
It's basketball, and it's going on today, and we love Team Fredette, who, by the way, Fredette family has called into our show. They're out of New York, and Team Fredette is playing today, a bunch of former NBA players, and we wish them luck. But Johnny Depp. So one example of Johnny Depp, these lawsuits have been going on for quite some time, and he sued his lawyers, and then he sued his management company, saying that they, misappropriated his money. And so obviously they shot back, claiming, no, Johnny, the issue is you spend too much. And one of the issues that he said is they weren't paying his taxes on time, and they came back and said, no, because you didn't have the money to pay the taxes. And stuff like that. But one interesting allegation is the claim against Johnny Depp, so they cross-complain. So when you have a complaint, you sue, those of you who don't follow the law, and then you do what's called a cross-complaint. So his managers and lawyers complained back against him, sued him back, basically. And they allege that you're spending $2 million a month is your monthly nut that you have to spend. Can you believe that? $2 million a month. And included within that is a $30,000 a month wine bill. Let me repeat, $30,000 a month wine bill. Now, I'm not a wine drinker, but let me tell you, that's a lot, Denise.
That's a lot of wine.
I
can't even imagine $30,000 on wine.
That is a lot of wine, although I was looking here when I first heard that, and there is actually a wine trade, wine exchanges, where people purchase wine as investments.
Right.
And when you look at this, I'm looking at one here, and there are some bottles of wine that are regularly traded that sell for $15,000 a bottle. And that's if you purchase it as an investment. Now,
let's jump on Johnny Depp's side. Maybe that's what he's doing.
So that could be what he's doing. If he's spending $30,000 a month on wine, and then you go into every wine cellar that Johnny Depp has, and it's completely empty, that's a different story.
That's exactly right. Yeah, he has, the 12, 15 homes or something to that effect? There's quite a few.
Yeah, he spent $75 million to buy 14 different homes. And they're all over the world.
But he gets all kinds of bank. He's such a bankable star. The stuff that he did for Disney, just that franchise alone, he had a back-end deal plus a huge upfront contract on that, didn't he?
And at one time, we knew the exact numbers, and a lot of times we try to keep all of our stuff from our prior shows. You can go back to our podcast and look up Johnny Depp. You can go to Radio Law Talk, search or just type in Google Radio Law Talk Johnny Depp, and it'll pop up. Believe it or not, we're very searchable. Our Radio Law Talk website, and we've talked about that in the past.
And more of the details of the two different cross complaints.
I mean, just keep in mind, Johnny Depp. If you a quick look at IMDb.
Let's tell them what that is. Some
An
people
International Movie Database.
Right.
It's kept by the Amazon company, and it lists all the movies that Johnny Depp has been in. He has 81 movie credits to his name as an actor. And you figure that these folks get residuals off of that as things go. This guy,
and these are good, big, well-known ones.
Among these 81, some of them are huge, some of them are small, but 81 acting credits, including the residuals from all that, the royalties from the 21 Jump Street that he was in when he was still on TV, and this guy
the
is
Disney
not
movies.
He's not hurting for money. When they talk about he's almost bankrupt, he doesn't have this and he has all these monthly expenses, it's easy for somebody to go, "Oh my gosh, this guy made $100 million for this film and he's spending money at the rate of
$2 million a month.
Of $2 million a month. He's going to run out of money in a year. He's going to run out of money in 5 years." Well, no, he made $100 million for the film up front. And then continues to make money for that film going forward as it's rented and sold and played at different areas. He's got cash flow.
Yeah, because you got $2 million a month. That's $24 million a year, and he sounds bad. I bet that guy pulls in a lot more than $24 million.
$300 million for Pirates of the Caribbean only. $300 million.
Not including his
not his back end deal.
Back end
$300 million.
Yeah, so he
just for that franchise.
So this is like saying Fred Penny, $2 monthly spending includes 3 cents a month of wine. So that's kind of what it's like, right?
Yeah. I mean,
So-
I remember.
Yeah, but everybody talks about his spending and all of that, but don't forget that the allegations that he made against his management team were pretty serious.
Right.
And they involved, the management team was also attorneys, and they were getting royalties and residuals from his income, like a common occurrence where you have a fee agreement that's contingency and you get a certain percentage. And they didn't have anything in writing.
How much was he seeking from his management?
$25 million.
So he's seeking $25 million. Now,
Nothing for him.
Let's look at the disparity there. $25 million to Johnny Depp isn't much. He's suing them for the $25 million. That's like what, a year's worth of residuals off of one film alone. He's got 81 to his credit or something like that. $25 million to the people being sued was a lot more substantial.
Right.
So,
and the allegations were that they misappropriated monies, they gave loans to their friends, and they did a lot of other stuff. So the allegations were pretty serious, and I feel in this particular case that their counter to his suit was just to tear him down.
I think you're right, Denise. And what was happening, we brought up, next month was the trial. And when trials start rolling, what happens? Stuff starts flying. And boy, oh boy, was the media going to make a big deal out of this. But this is the most important part that we're talking about. And this is what we want to tee off on. He said the reason he is doing this and settled it for the unknown amounts, I bet you it's very little, I'm not, who knows, is he wants to focus on what? He wants to focus on his band. What's the band called? Hollywood Vampires. So we've looked up his band, and we're trying to figure out what his band is and who his band is. This is him. He wants to focus on his band. Todd thinks he sounds great. Johnny, you can call in at 855-LAW-RADIO and talk to us about it.
you're talking over the singing.
I think he looks great.
Okay, let's listen. That's okay. Cal, wait a minute. I'm going to interrupt you. Cal, you got to see Cal. You know, Cal takes his arm and throws it down like toward the bottom of the seat, like, oh, get out of here.
That's enough.
That's enough. Oh, we got 15 seconds left. We're going to come back and talk about who's in the band and why this band's going to become so successful here on Radio Law Talk, sometimes Law Talk.
This, by the way, is not Johnny Depp, and we'll be back right after this on Radio Law Talk and RadioLawTalk.com.
All advertising for legal services on Radio Law Talk are for California legal services only.
This is Denise Dirks. We can represent clients in divorce, legal separation, child and spousal support, custody, termination of parental rights, step-parent adoptions, guardianships, and even conservatorship matters. Call 1-877-886-7186 for a consultation.
The law offices of Denise L. Dirks provide family law services in Northern California. When the law affects your family, call 877-886-7186. The family of attorneys at Denise L. Dirks is here to help.
Hi, I'm Frederick Penny of Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. I bet you're tired of hearing lawyer commercials, so just relax and listen to music for a few seconds. When you or a family member has been injured, call 800-616-4LAW or see us at PennyandAssociates.com. See, that wasn't so bad.
Business needs growth to survive, and Accelerate You is in the business of growing your business. Accelerate You gets it. They have sales professionals, real top talent teams. Accelerate You has venture capitalists, and Accelerate You has strategic partners who roll up their sleeves and help you grow your business. It's what they do. They help people in business just like you. In fact, last year, Accelerate You launched 30 successful go-to markets for startup companies. With success like that, you can see why Accelerate You is able to only work with a select group of companies, perhaps yours. If you want to increase revenue for your business, call 916-BETTER-0. That's 916-237-7370. 916-BETTER-0. Come on, grab the phone. Make the call. Accelerate You. 916-BETTER-0. Again, call 916-BETTER-0 for Accelerate You.
I'm going to Quick Quack Car Wash. Get my car washed, make it quick, quack, pretty, shiny, sexy, just because I want to. Don't drive dirty. Going to get my car suds in the Quick Quack Car Wash. It's the Quick Quack, quickest and the cleanest by far. We're talking 3 skinny minutes sitting right in your car wash. 100 feet of cloth, washing your car at the Quick Quack Car Wash. Any Honda, Mazda, Ford, or Chevy, Saab, or Cadillac, Quick Quack will spruce her up just like that. You'll be happy, looking snappy. You'll be glad you was at the Quick Quack Car Wash. Get on the web and go to don'tdrivedirty.com and see where you got your closest Quick Quack in the local area. Get in your car, get in your truck, get on the road, come visit the duck at the
Quick Quack Car Wash, where your car will always leave happy, guaranteed. They take pride in being clean and green by conserving and recycling the water they use, only at the
Quick Quack Car Wash. Quick Quack.
What makes great jerky? Jerky that's moist, tender, and perfectly seasoned. And if you're looking for moist, tender, flavorful jerky, don't look anywhere else but River City Jerky Works. Only the finest ingredients and top quality meats are used. Preparation of River City Jerky. Do yourself a favor and order your River City Jerky Works jerky by going to their website, rivercityjerkyworks.com. River City Jerky Works. One bite and you'll be hooked. Quite possibly the best jerky on the planet. The cost of getting rid of garbage is high, and recycling products is lucrative. If you're a business or know of a business that needs an individual compactor or baler, call Northwest Compacting at 888-201-0911. If you already have an industrial compactor, baler, or shredder and need service, don't forget to call Northwest Compacting at 888-201-0911. Northwest Compacting, your full-service industrial compacting and baling company. Read more about them at northwestcompacting.com. You're listening to RadioLawTalk.com. And now back to your host, Frederick Penny.
Okay, who's in the band?
I'm with the
Ready
band.
this?
Let me backstage. You're right. I'm with the band. Yeah.
Yeah, ready for this? This is Johnny Depp's band. Alice Cooper is one of the lead singers.
Hey, school's out for summer.
Joe Perry. Tell us who Joe Perry is.
Joe Perry is the, in my opinion, legendary guitarist for Aerosmith.
Wow.
Johnny Depp. Matt Sorum. Who's he?
Matt
Drummer
Sorum.
for Guns N' Roses.
Oh yeah, original drummer for Guns N' Roses, who hit the scene, came onto the scene back in the late 80s, right around 87, 88 with Paradise City and Welcome to the Jungle that you hear in just about every sports venue when they want to pump their team up.
Robert DeLeo, bass guitarist for Stone Temple Pilots.
I don't know much about STP, Stone Temple Pilots.
But man, these are the people.
These are cream of the crop.
Yeah, this is Johnny Depp's band. Chris Wise, bass and vocals for Ozzy Osbourne, Mick Jagger, and Tal Bachman.
Mick Jagger.
Oh my gosh,
who does
really?
Mick Jagger. What's his name
Mick
again?
Jagger play for?
I'm not quite sure.
He
And also,
had a nice little career.
these are the guys in the band.
Backup singer, right? Yeah.
Ready? And then I'm thinking, okay, you can't. That's enough names. Duff McKagan.
Bass player for Guns N' Roses.
For 12 years.
Yes.
The bass player for Guns N' Roses. Yep. Crazy. Brad Whitford. Guitarist for Aerosmith.
Backup guitarist for Aerosmith. Having he and Joe Perry together, you might as well just go ahead and start your Aerosmith cover band right there. It's not even a cover band.
I mean, look at the people they've got together. And then Keisha and Lizzie Hale. Now, these are two ladies. I don't know anything about them. I looked them up. They're a band called Hailstorm. Have you ever heard of that, Seth? A band called Hailstorm?
Yeah.
But these two ladies are fairly well known, apparently, within their genre. I've never heard of it.
This isn't the artist Kesha, is it?
Maybe it is. Kesha. Yeah, Kesha.
Okay, so Kesha.
Because I don't know about her. Tell me. I'm sorry.
That's a big
What did
difference.
I say? What did I say?
Kesha,
okay.
and she spells her name. The S in her name, she actually spells with the dollar sign.
A dollar
symbol.
sign, yeah.
And her big song Escape. Oh, which is interesting. Her big song actually has a reference to Mick Jagger. What was that first song? I can't remember. But anyway.
Well, that's his band. So
That's a good band.
he settled his case in order to focus on the band that is going to be touring. And so there you go. We gave you Johnny here at Radio Law Talk. We gave you a plug for the band Hollywood Vampires.
Yeah, is that the end of his legal problems? No.
Tell me what happened.
He's getting sued by the cities of Lie. It was one of the location manager, and apparently he got upset because the location manager said they had to stop filming on this particular day, and it is alleged that Johnny punched him twice in the ribs, and then when the film director said you have to sign this so you don't sue Johnny, he wouldn't sign it. He got fired.
Wait a minute. Someone's claiming Johnny Depp punched him in the ribs.
Yep. Alleges.
Here's the alleged. My opinion. Really? Come on, man. Okay, if Johnny Depp punches you. You seen the size of Johnny Depp? All right, the size of me. Punch me in the rib. Okay, thanks.
Johnny Depp punched me in the ribs. What happened? Well, it killed the mosquito that was on my rib.
That's exactly.
Okay.
I don't see Johnny Depp as
barely.
a fighter.
And he hurt his fingers.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, Johnny Depp's probably suing because he hurt his finger.
But it broke the leg of the mosquito that was on my rib, but didn't kill it.
Minor injuries.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay, now let's move on. We got to talk a little bit about. We're going to talk about the Las Vegas mass shootings. We're going to do that the third hour because that's really intense. We're going to go, and it's important and it's interesting. But I want to talk about the Ford agrees to a $300 million airbag inflator settlement. Now, what
This is
what
good because
happened?
I have a Ford with an airbag light.
Well, guess what? It's not just Ford. It's Honda, Toyota, Nissan, Mazda, Subaru, BMW. This company makes most of the airbags. It's called Takata Airbag inflators. They make most of them, not most of them, but a lot of them in the car manufacturers. So it affected a lot of people. By the way, Honda, Toyota, Nissan, Mazda, Subaru, and BMW already paid out at approximately $1.2 billion. Let me repeat that. $1.2 billion with a B in settlement, in combined settlement. Now Ford rolls in, and they're paying $299.1 million, covering at least 6 million U.S. vehicles with potentially faulty Takata airbag inflators. So, these are class actions that these lawyers do that really bring, a lot of money in and get things changed. But, man, as we always say, the lawyers that are handling this are making a couple of bucks.
Why isn't Takata paying all the money? Why is Ford having to pay $300 million because they hire a contractor to make a piece of equipment and it stinks or whatever the case may be? Why is Ford on the hook
Great
for that?
question,
Because it's in
Cal.
their name.
Yeah, so here at Cal, long story short, and every state's different, and federal law is a little different, but generally speaking, everyone in the chain of title can be liable. So the manufacturer who sells it to the subcontractor or the wholesaler who sells it to the supermarket who then they're all liable all the way down the chain. And in California, I've brought a number of lawsuits where we actually brought some salmonella cases. It's everyone. It's even the restaurant who really just fed them the food that came from the salmonella from the farm. Everybody gets laid out. So yeah, that's why you have insurance, and that's why you have coverage.
Well, Ford also is getting sued in a class action suit for defective engines.
Yeah,
in the ambulances, right?
Right. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But you're right. That's exactly right. But here's the interesting thing on this. If you feel you have a defective airbag, what's happening is they're blowing up. They're alleging. And there's metal pieces coming out. It's not just that it's blown up, but there's metal pieces. I don't know if it's the inside of it or it's blown out part of the car, but it's harming the people with the metal pieces. So they're also, as part of this settlement agreement, they're agreeing to give a free rental car as long as it takes for Ford to fix it.
Change out that bag.
Yeah,
airbag,
so
right?
some of the times the Ford, they can't fix it in time, and they have to wait for it, parts and stuff. And according to the settlement, they have to actually let them still use the car, that is the rental car, as long as it takes to get the part. So that's what's going on.
Here's something interesting about that, because I have a Ford, and I recall getting, when you buy a vehicle, they'll find you. I received a notice 3 years ago telling me, when we get it, we'll talk to you. When we get a cure, we'll talk to you. We get it fixed, we'll talk to you. I've heard nothing since then.
Yeah, we'll be right back. We're going to touch bases on this really quick and then move on.
More Radio Law Talk is coming right up, right here on your favorite radio station and on RadioLawTalk.com. All advertising for legal services on Radio Law Talk are for California legal services only.
Hi, I'm Frederick Penny of Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. I bet you're tired of hearing lawyer commercials. So just relax and listen to music for a few seconds. When you or a family member has been injured, call 800-616-4LAW or see us at PennyandAssociates.com. See, that wasn't so bad.
This is Denise Dirks. We can represent clients in divorce, legal separation, child and spousal support, custody, termination of parental rights, step-parent adoptions, guardianships, and even conservatorship matters. Call 1-877-886-7186 for a consultation.
The law offices of Denise L. Dirks provide family law services in Northern California. When the law affects your family, call 877-886-7186. The family of attorneys at Denise L. Dirks is here to help.
My name is Frederick Penny of Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. I've assembled an excellent team of highly experienced personal injury trial lawyers. We understand the other side, which gives us a distinct advantage over our competition. At Penny & Associates, we will aggressively represent you and your family when someone has been injured in an accident. Remember, we don't get paid unless we win.
For a free initial consultation, go to pennylawyers.com or call 1-800-616-4LAW and ask for Frederick, Stuart, Rob, Kevin, Kent, or Will. That's Frederick Penny at Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers, 1-800-616-4LAW.
Many women have so many clothes in the closet, but then we go to get dressed and find we have nothing to wear. We've all been there. We all want to be comfortable and fashionable at the same time, and it's difficult to find clothing that makes that task effortless. But at Letty & Company, you can find trendy, comfortable clothing that is affordable, things you'll want to wear every day. Shop with a purpose, online with free shipping. Just go to LETTYandcompany.com. LettyandCompany.com.
Who is she?
Business needs growth to survive, and Accelerate You is in the business of growing your business. Accelerate You gets it. They have sales professionals, real top talent teams. Accelerate You has venture capitalists, and Accelerate You has strategic partners who roll up their sleeves and help you grow your business. It's what they do. They help people in business just like you. In fact, Last year, Accelerate You launched 30 successful go-to markets for startup companies. With success like that, you can see why Accelerate You is able to only work with a select group of companies, perhaps yours. If you want to increase revenue for your business, call 916-BETTER-0. That's 916-237-7370. 916-BETTER-0. Come on, grab the phone. Make the call. Accelerate You. 916-BETTER-0. Again, call 916-BETTER-0 for Accelerate You.
The cost of getting rid of garbage is high, and recycling products is lucrative. If you're a business or know of a business that needs an individual compactor or baler, call Northwest Compacting at 888-201-0911. If you already have an industrial compactor, baler, or shredder and need service, don't forget to call Northwest Compacting at 888-201-0911. Northwest Compacting, your full-service industrial compacting and baling company. Read more about them at northwestcompacting.com.
What makes great jerky?
Jerky that's moist, tender, and perfectly seasoned. And if you're looking for moist, tender, flavorful jerky, don't look anywhere else but River City Jerky Works. Only the finest ingredients and top-quality meats are used in the preparation of River City Jerky. Do yourself a favor and order your River City Jerky Works jerky by going to their website, rivercityjerkyworks.com. River City Jerky Works. One bite and you'll be hooked.
Since 1960, Iceberg Drive-In has been a family favorite for not only our famous thick shakes with unlimited delicious flavor combinations, but also our hand-breaded onion rings, delicious fries, and signature fry sauce. The Iceberg Shake Shop is perfect for high-traffic locations such as busy strip malls, recreational amusement centers, or near theaters. We are seeking qualified franchisees in the western United States. You'll have access to not only the popular Iceberg Drive-In name, but also our procedures, buying power, and operations. Plus, receive support dedicated to your success. For more information, email franchise@icebergdrivein.com or visit our website at icebergdrivein.com.
Looking for a full day of fun for the family? You can't beat spending your day or evening at Golfland Sunsplash in Roseville, the premier family entertainment destination for all of Northern California. Pick from one of two adventure-themed 18-hole mini golf courses, then get challenged on our fast car racetrack. Don't miss Golfland's state-of-the-art laser tag arena, laser nights, and over 200 arcade games. The best in family entertainment, now at Golfland Sunsplash in Roseville. Golfland.com.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you've smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
The cost of getting rid of...
I am a veteran. I lost both legs in Vietnam.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
My victory was getting my benefits and a good education.
DAV helps veterans of every generation get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran. I didn't want to admit it, but I had PTSD.
So veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory was finding help and learning that I wasn't alone.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Now it's time for the third segment of hour number 2 of Radio Law Talk. Here are Denise, Fred, and Todd.
Time just flies by. We have so much fun here. Everyone always asks, how do you fill 3 hours? How do we not fill 3 hours? We have so much fun. I hope you're having fun out there. Call us at 855-LAW-RADIO. And we're talking about the Takata lawsuits really quick. Takata, we brought up, there was a question that I think Denise said about, how did why don't they just pay it? Oh, Cal said, why don't they pay it? Takata filed bankruptcy in June 2017 due to this. And it's a big auto component maker. Key Safety System, which is kind of a little bit of a competitor, just bought them for $1.6 billion. So now the company's called Jason Safety Systems. So anyway, it's still...
1.6 billion.
Yeah, and they're in bankruptcy, and they still roll in and buy them at $1.6 billion.
Of course, they use a two-party out-of-state post-dated check for that.
Right, of course they do.
But the question
like
is,
you all the time.
when you buy a company like that and you pay that amount of money, do you then deduct the potential legal verdicts against the purchase price, or how would they do that so it makes any economic sense to buy?
More than likely they did. It's probably that's the amount, and they said we'll probably pay the. We don't know, but we'll pay the $1 billion, and so here's the $600 million. By the way, this still has to. A federal court judge still has to approve the settlement of this case going on. Let's see. I drank a Mountain Dew and I had to stop and try not to burp. I'm sorry. I really apologize for you listening out there. Todd's looking up in the sky going, what? What the heck? So anyway, that's what's going on with the airbags. You can call if you have a call your Ford dealer or even Honda or anyone and go get that taken care of. So what else we want to talk about? We the Ollie family enterprises sues Fox. Let's talk a little bit about that. That's very. Oh, let's back up. I hate to be random, but you brought up Denise. Yeah, there's also another Ford lawsuit,
and this one's involving ambulances in Texas, and apparently there is a defective part in the engine. It's called the universal joint. And this universal joint,
how's everyone going, man?
That's in the drivetrain, not the motor. But yes, right.
Well, but it connects the motor to the
Burning Man.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, we do have to do a Burning Man thing, don't we? So
it's
we
coming up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's true. So anyway, this universal joint is defective and it is causing some problems.
I just like to hear Denise say universal joint. You guys get to see Todd.
And Todd, you can't smoke a straw.
He's passing it around, though.
I'm going to say is if you watch what happens, you notice we used to have a video. You can go, we do have, by the way, go to YouTube. We do have Radio Law Talk YouTube. You notice we stopped filming for reasons. We just
for
don't
good
want
reasons.
We don't want them to see what's going on here in the studio, but Todd's making fun of things. Denise,
so Ford knew about this defect as early as 2015.
What was the part that was defective?
The universal joint.
Hey, as the dudes say, the U-joint,
The
man.
U-joint. All right. Hey, it's like YouTube.
So it causes damage to the brakes, fuel lines, transmission, rear end differential, torque converter, and the evaporation container.
Wait, hold on. Can you do the little crickets? Do the crickets.
I wanted the evaporation container. What are you talking about? U-joint's not connected to the evaporation
This
container.
is an exciting case we're talking about.
Kidding me.
Todd's sitting there shaking his head like, this is so boring.
You said it was a joint, not an evaporation container.
Dude.
That's something totally different.
Wait a minute. Kevin Spacey's on the phone.
You're all morons.
Okay. That's exactly right. Can we talk? Are you done, Denise? We can talk about the plastic straws.
Yeah, I'm done, but the safety recall has happened now.
Okay.
It did this in 2017.
And then there was the other one with Ford where the Explorers were getting, people were driving them and they were getting like exhaust gas in the cab. Do you remember that?
Yeah. We used to call them way back in the day. No, but
and the police cars also.
Exactly.
The police cars
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
In the law enforcement package, cops were driving and they were getting this carbon monoxide.
And they were actually passing out in some
Yep,
points.
and there was a Ford, when they first started making the Explorer, they were exploding. They would get rear-ended and stuff, boom, because of
the Pinto. The
Pinto was. But
I had a Pinto.
Ford had some issues too, way back when. But there's always we're not again.
All my cars are Fords, so I'm not no problem. But right.
Okay, let's talk about the plastic straws. Now, plastic straws are illegal to use in restaurants. Is that correct? In restaurants, unless you ask for them. Now, this is a bill that was sponsored and brought forth by a guy by the name of Calderon, who is getting a lot of kind of pounding on, believe it or not, by other groups that are saying, number one, disability groups or disabled groups are saying, how am I need my straw? You have to ask for the straw if at a restaurant. Now, I believe you said, Denise, under the law, a fast food restaurant doesn't apply to a fast food restaurant.
Yeah, it only applies to sit-down restaurants, not bars or fast food locations.
Right. So I went to a certain national chain the other day, with my family, and I'm sitting there, and they give us all these drinks, and even the little kids. We got little kids, and they got these little drink cups, and we're all like staring at it, and they walked away.
Well, it's not law yet, Fred.
Well, this is
It's
January.
a bill.
That's January. That's January. It is now passed. That's the January.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
did
it's
it
passed.
pass?
Jerry Brown signed it.
Yeah, it's done. It's done.
Yeah.
No, you're looking
I missed that detail.
No, the detail we're looking at is some of the old information, and I followed up on the latest. And in May, I believe, it passed the House and it passed the Senate, or not the Senate, but the
Assembly and the Senate.
Assembly and the Senate, and just this past month or something. It just happened.
Pretty sure it's a done deal.
Yeah, no, it is a done deal because the restaurant people told us the law's done and it passed, and we cannot give you a straw unless you ask for a straw. And Seth asked; he's actually in dinner with us and asked for a straw, and they said, and they handed him a straw. And I said, wait a minute, what about the rest of us? And here's a straw. And it was funny to see the lady; she was kind of perturbed, not at us, but at like, I got to deal with the straw issue. But it could be up to $1,000 fine. So,
or jail time. It could even be some jail time attached.
Now, I wonder if there's a fine, if jail time attached, if you ask for 50 straws. So,
I don't know. I just, and if your immigration status is different, then you can drink with any straw you want.
Your Honor, we know Your Honor, we have. Okay, here I'm gonna
sanctuary straw. Sanctuary
straw. Let's go live. Let's go live to the courtroom. Live to the courtroom. Your Honor, we'd like to, as the prosecution, put Mr. Jones in prison for the murder. Well, actually, we're going to have him do some probation and put an ankle bracelet because we have 50,000 straw users in the prisons right now, and we've got them in a special quarantined area, and they're on lockdown. But we have no room.
Now, really quickly, what was the bill number?
This
was it 1884?
Okay, I had that. It was down somewhere. Let's see, I wrote the stuff down, but I don't remember. Well, hold on.
1884, AB. Yep. 1884.
Okay, so it's not law yet.
It's been passed.
And the reason why is I look at it here. It was read for a second time on June 27th, 2018, re-referred to the committee. The committee hearing date is coming up August 6th of 2018. But it does, and it's been amended several times, but if passed, it is going to impact. I mean, I'm looking at it just from the standpoint of...
Why are the restaurants doing it already? I don't know.
And really?
Well,
and part of it is because of public opinion, and they want to get ready for this and get people ready for their coming in and trying to cater to their crowds. My guess is in a more left-leaning city, probably closer to the Bay Area and stuff, you're going to find more folks that do this. In more cities or counties that are conservative, you might see it less than you would in others, but still, I just can't help but look at this and go, really?
There's also another bill called AB 319 that would require all single-use plastic bottles and the plastic stirrers.
Yeah.
The stirrers too. So it's not just one single bill. There seems like there's several of them.
No, not only that, the caps need to be tethered or otherwise affixed to the bottles now. You can't take a cap off. They've got to be tethered.
If it
passes.
Yeah.
So kind of like, have you ever watched a NASCAR race when they get in crashes? They have to have like the tires tethered to the car.
Yes.
So it's the same thing. Also, just really quick, Davis, California's already got a rule about this, and so does San Luis Obispo. City Council's approved no straw or straw issue. So, well, we got a straw problem. We'll talk about something else when we come back. We'll be right back. I'm Fred Penny, your host of Sometimes We Talk About the Law, Radio Law Talk.
So would that mean the person who signed the bill would be a straw man?
Or a woman.
Radio Law Talk is coming back. Don't go away.
All advertising for legal services on Radio Law Talk are for California legal services only.
My name is Frederick Penny of Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. I've assembled an excellent team of highly experienced personal injury trial lawyers. We understand the other side, which gives us a distinct advantage over our competition. At Penny & Associates, we will aggressively represent you and your family when someone has been injured in an accident. Remember, we don't get paid unless we win.
For a free initial consultation, go to pennylawyers.com or call 1-800-616-4LAW and ask for Frederick, Stewart, Rob, Kevin, Kent, or Will. That's Frederick Penny at Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers, 1-800-616-4LAW.
Business needs growth to survive, and Accelerate You is in the business of growing your business. Accelerate You gets it. They have sales professionals, real top talent teams. Accelerate You has venture capitalists, and Accelerate You has strategic partners who roll up their sleeves and help you grow your business. It's what they do. They help people in business just like you. In fact, last year, Accelerate You launched 30 successful go-to markets for startup companies. With success like that, you can see why Accelerate You is able to only work with a select group of companies, perhaps yours. If you want to increase revenue for your business, call 916-BETTER-0. That's 916-237-7370. 916-BETTER-0. Come on, grab the phone. Make the call. Accelerate You. 916-BETTER-0. Again, call 916-BETTER-0 for Accelerate You.
This is Denise Dirks. We can represent clients in divorce, legal separation, child and spousal support, custody, termination of parental rights, step-parent adoptions, guardianships, and even conservatorship matters. Call 1-877-886-7186 for a consultation.
The law offices of Denise L. Dirks provide family law services in Northern California. When the law affects your family, call 877-886-7186. The family of attorneys at Denise L. Dirks is here to help.
I'm going to Quick Quack Car Wash. Get my car washed, make it quick, quack, pretty, shiny, sexy, just because I want to. Don't drive dirty. Going to get my car suds in the Quick Quack Car Wash. It's the Quick Quack, quickest and the cleanest by far. We're talking 3 skinny minutes sitting right in your car wash. 100 feet of cloth, washing your car at the Quick Quack Car Wash. Any Honda, Mazda, Ford, or Chevy, Saab, or Cadillac, Quick Quack will spruce her up just like that. You'll be happy, looking snappy, you'll be glad you was at the Quick Quack Car Wash. Get on the web and go to don'tdrivedirty.com and see where you got your closest Quick Quack in the local area. Get in your car, get in your truck, get on the road, come visit the duck at the
Quick Quack Car Wash, where your car will always leave happy, guaranteed. They take pride in being clean and green by conserving and recycling the water they use, only at the
Quick Quack.
What makes great jerky? Jerky that's moist, tender, and perfectly seasoned. And if you're looking for moist, tender, flavorful jerky, don't look anywhere else but River City Jerky Works. Only the finest ingredients and top quality meats are used in the preparation of River City Jerky. Do yourself a favor and order your River City Jerky Works jerky by going to their website, rivercityjerkyworks.com. River City Jerky Works. 1, the cost of getting rid of garbage is high, and recycling products is lucrative. If you're a business or know of a business that needs an individual compactor or baler, call Northwest Compacting at 888-201-0911. If you already have an industrial compactor, baler, or shredder and need service, don't forget to call Northwest Compacting at 888-201-0911. Northwest Compacting, your full-service industrial compacting and baling company. Read more about them at northwestcompacting.com.
All around the world. This is RadioLawTalk.com. Radio Law Talk and RadioLawTalk.com.
Now back to the show. Here are Todd, Denise, and Fred.
We are getting responses about the straw case, but we can't read a lot of them on the air, and we're going to forego those. But very interesting how some people are thinking they're not too happy about it. But we move on. Denise, tell us about this interesting that we were talking during the break. Another lawsuit about Instagram influencers are suing a company by the name of Pop Sugar. I don't know, what is Pop Sugar? I'm going to look it up. I don't know what Pop Sugar is.
Well, Pop Sugar uses post and well-known Instagram images from popular influencers. In Instagram, people can like and do all this stuff, kind of like Yelp, and you become what you would be called an influencer. You influence people to go to other websites, to purchase items, to do stuff like that. And what Nita Batra is saying is that Pop Sugar takes these posts
from Instagram.
Yes, from Instagram, that are on Instagram, reconfigures the influencers' data so that it now steers the people that are interested in the influence to the Pop Sugar's websites and to Pop Sugar, like I guess the website is called Like to Know kind of website. So it's taking from one website and giving to another through these influencers.
An influencer is just another name for an endorser or something like that. I'll give you an example. Influencers on social media really got popular when Ashton Kutcher, Kim Kardashian, those folks got big on Twitter and they started having all these followers. And then it got to the point where Kim Kardashian had so many followers that if she said, boy, I want to go to Carl's Jr. and get a Western Bacon Cheeseburger, Carl's Jr. was able to show that they had a spike in their Western Bacon Cheeseburger sales, and she was starting to make upwards anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 a tweet just to mention somebody because she had a social media influence over everybody else. And that's why you have all these people, the Instagram models, they're all trying to become influencers. Well, the lower influencers that have a following,
like Radio Law Talk?
Sure. They have to be able to track how they direct traffic to a website.
Right.
And that's where this company is coming in and hacking that tracking system.
That's exactly right. But
that's what they're alleging.
That's what it's alleging.
And it's alleged that it involves the influencer's personal data.
That's right.
That's being hacked.
And they're losing money, Denise, is what's happening?
Yes, exactly. Because part of the part of their normal customer base that would be turned to the website is now being misdirected to another website. And that's the allegations that's going on. It's very similar to Yelp. When you have when you have somebody who does a lot of Yelp reviews, they become a influencer.
Elite.
Yeah, they become an elite, or I don't know what they call it in Yelp, but
elite.
Whatever they say, it actually they have more points than other people, and it's harder to get rid of their reviews.
Absolutely, yeah. So
so what do they have? They have influencer, elite. Did they ever get to crybaby status?
No.
Okay,
crybaby
just checking.
And there is, by the way, Yelp.
Those are wannabes.
There is a recent case that has come down that we're not going to get into this time. We don't have time to. Of a Yelp, a person who has his doctor, who's a urologist, for the past 10 years has been disparaging, according to this doctor and the hospital, and been Yelp reviewing and Google reviewing for 10 years, and they just basically won that suit against him.
Yeah, I want to see that. That's interesting.
Or either just settle out of court, or I think they just won it. It just came down, and so we might talk about it next week. But interesting. That's. Remember we talked about the law firm that sued the attorney. The attorney.
Yeah.
That sued one of their former clients who was giving them bad Yelp reviews, and they lost by a 5-4. Appellate court.
Well, the defendant didn't show up, and then at the Court of Appeals, Yelp
No.
Yelp got in.
Yelp got in. Yeah.
Yelp got in at the Court of Appeals stage, and then Yelp won by being told that it did not have to take down the post,
but
because
still,
the defendant was ordered to take down the post.
And the doctor was a urologist, right?
Right.
And it's rumored that the offending Yelp review was something along the lines was, as a urologist, on a scale of 1 to 10, you're an 8.
That one was so bad.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
No, I'm not serious. That's why it's a joke.
That joke was so bad, I still don't get it.
And it's a good review.
Okay.
And that's Todd's magic humor.
Anyway,
I just want to point out that Cal knew it was coming. He was so quick.
I had my rim shot ready. You could see it.
Denise and I didn't see it coming.
No,
I don't know what's going on.
It took me a second. I'm like spelling out urinate. I had to do it in my mind to get the joke.
All right. We don't mention that stuff on the radio, Todd.
What? 8 out of 10?
Okay, so material removal or alteration could, in this case, the Instagram case we're talking about, result in up to $150,000 fine per infringed image. This is a class action suit, so if you want to be involved, you can join the class action. If you think you're a, quote, influencer or a smaller influencer, you can join this class action lawsuit that's going on. So it was filed on June 25th, 2018. So there you go. There you go. Muhammad Ali Enterprises is suing Fox for $30 million just for a Super Bowl ad.
One ad.
So this is what's interesting. The question is using his likeness and image. That's the issue. Are they using his likeness and image without permission? And that's where the facts come in, and some interesting facts. You know, there's tons to go through, but they're trying to claim that they used his name and his likeness in the following way. Number one, the lawsuit was filed this month, federal lawsuit, claiming that the narrator in the commercial on Fox was, quote, walk with me as I confront greatness. And a boxer's meant to be Ali is shown from the back. So, you know, it doesn't show it's Ali from the front. That's one issue. Also, in the ad, the boxer's shown wearing a robe that says, the greatest, the lip. What does the greatest the lip mean? I don't get the lip.
Well, he used to call himself the greatest.
I know that, but what's the lip?
I don't know what the lip is.
I believe he was the Louisville Lip, if I'm not mistaken, when he was still Cassius Clay. That was one of his very early monikers, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, here's the issue that might be the kicker, Cal, that I was thinking of. Also, there's a recording of him shouting, I am the greatest. You know, when Ali yells, I am the greatest? That was on there. So
and that was him. That was his actual voice.
Yes. So they're claiming Fox did not receive permission to use the image, and therefore they want just a cool $30 million.
But just to be sure here, there is in this commercial.
It's a 3-minute video.
In the 3-minute video, there is no one image that has the clear combination of Muhammad Ali's face, voice, and statement.
Well, the voice,
the voice. No one video that shows all of them together.
Right.
So in the one part where that shows the back of an individual like Muhammad Ali, where he's walking with a narrator, and it's not Muhammad Ali's voice, it's a narrator saying, walk with me as I confront greatness. It's somebody clearly not Muhammad Ali, but dressed up to maybe look like him from behind to send the image that this may be him.
Right.
And then you've got in another, and the boxer is wearing a robe that has the statement, but again, it doesn't show his face. And then in another clip, you hear his voice, but don't see his face.
I am the greatest.
Yes. That's going to be an interesting set of facts.
You know what happened is Fox got this all set up and laid it out to the lawyers, and they had a team of lawyers going, okay, let's look at how this is going to work. And they just tried to
use a piece of this and a piece of that. Yeah. We'll use this imagery, and the whole looks like it is Ali, but it's not.
Yeah, but it's interesting how they have to really. It's like landmines. It's like you're in the war and you're going through the landmine with the guy with the thing in front, and those are the lawyers over there trying to get around the landmines. But they're apparently, listen to this, and I know there's these stats, but in the 3-minute video, they're saying may have or approximately received 111 million viewers saw it. And they're saying, what did we get out of this? Muhammad Ali's family and or representatives. So anyway, we're going to come back and talk about that. By the way, in 2015, Michael Jordan won $8.9 million for the same basic thing. So we'll be right back and talk next hour about Las Vegas.
Radio Law Talk. I like that show.
You have been listening to RadioLawTalk.com, a copyrighted presentation of Radio Law Talk Incorporated.